Welcome back to the new tutorial of creating the sign up page for our Meet Community application. As you can see on the landing page of Meet Community application, you'll find there is this main content here, and this is where we're going to configure or to create our sign up page. Okay, now let us erase this first. As you have seen in the Facebook application here, there are two panels. If you check it correctly, you'll find there is this lefty section and there is right section. So let us create such kind of these two things. Okay, so I'm going to create the two divs here inside the main content. First div, let me call this class and call this left panel, and create another div below it and call this class right panel. Okay, so now I have this, so call it panel, left panel, and this is right panel. Go back to your website and refresh. Okay, I'll find left panel, right panel. But our target of keeping these two divs is to stay side by side. So how do we accomplish these two divs to be side by side? But before going there, let us first set the width for main content first. But let us apply colors so that we can see what is going on over there. So reference main content and give it the background. The background of maybe no, the background of, let's say, blue color. Now let's just call cyan color, and then refresh. You'll find this is where the main content is. Okay, let's give it the width, the automatic width of 271 in each side. So let's give it to auto 271. Sorry, 271 left and right auto. This opposite. Call this auto 271 pixels. Refresh. Okay, you find the main div here is 271 right, 271 pixels left. Okay, so but our panel here, we want to keep these panels each in its own side. Means left side must be stay in the left side, and right panel should be in the right side. So let us accomplish that. But before doing that, let us reference these two, left panel, right panel, and give their minimum height. Okay, so reference left panel and right panel. Give them all height of minimum height. Sorry, min height of, let's say, 400 pixels, and give the background color of this color. Okay, and then refresh. Let's give color that is clear, red. Okay, but you cannot see these two divs properly, so let us give each one its own color. So just ignore the background color here. Okay, you can leave as it is, but overwrite the color for the right panel. Background, yeah, call this yellow. Refresh. Okay, so we have these two divs which we wanted to put them in a side by side in one line. Okay, so let us see how to accomplish that. First of all, we need to give each its own width. Okay, let us give the width for right panel. Let us give 400 pixels. 400 pixels. See, all have 400 pixels. And let us give this the right one more than 400 pixels. Let us go width. Okay, let us give this width in percentage so that we can configure well. We know the amount of main content here covers 100. I want to give this or 60 and the right panel 40. Okay, so give it in terms of what? Of percentage. So left 60%, and right width of right panel, give it 40 pixels. Refresh. Yes, you get that one. But we want this one to stay over here. Okay, so we need to give them both left panel, right panel. Need to give them the floating value. So float left. Refresh. Okay, so you'll find these two divs have been aligned side by side, and you may wonder why this div with footer here has moved to here. So let us configure this properly. You find main content ends here and the footer ends here, but that is main wrapper. Okay, main wrapper which covers all these divs. Okay, and you will find the footer is at the right here. So why that? Simple. Let us give footer the width of 100. The width of what? Of 100 width. Okay. So reference footer, give the value of clear path so that it stays on its own line. Refresh to get it there. Give it sort of 100%. Oh, no need of. Just give it double down. Background of sign. Refresh. There we go. So now we have set two divs, each of its own width. This is 60% of total main content. This is 40% of the total main content. Let us add now the sign up form. In the right panel here, type form and start adding some contents. I suggest to wrap these input boxes inside the div. Okay, so add some divs here and then add label. Call this first name, and below it put the input type of text, name, first name. Okay, save and go back to this site and refresh. We'll find this first name and the input box. But to make life easier, just highlight this and duplicate. In NetBeans, you can duplicate the lines easily by using Control Shift down arrow. So once I press these keys, I automatically add the contents. So now just save there and refresh. Okay, find these inputs have been added. So let us now rename based on the content we want. So this will be surname and change here. Call it surname. And also we have password. Give it password. But we have to change also the type. We need to give it password type so that when the user enters the text will be scrambled. Okay, confirm confirm password, and also this one password. C password, confirm password, C password, and then fresh. Okay, but I want these labels to be at the top of each input box. Okay, so go back here and let us reference the right panel labels, right panel labels, and then give the display property of block, because by default labels are inline. Okay, refresh. Okay, there we go. Okay, another thing here, let us give all the input boxes of with 100 pixels. Refresh. Okay, but you know these input boxes have been wrapped inside the divs, so I want to add some paddings for these divs so that this content will not touch the input, the right panel, as you see here, okay. So just to reference, right panel div, okay, right panel, each div inside right panel, give okay, give a padding in both sides of the div of let's say 10 pixels. Okay, let us add more, let's say 15. Refresh. There we go. But we have to reduce the bottom padding. We have to override the bottom padding. Instead of being 15, let's give maybe 7, half of that. Padding bottom of 7 pixels. So you override the padding bottom here by giving 7 pixels. The other sides, the padding means top, bottom, top, right, and left will remain 15. Okay, refresh. So now I find the distance is somehow fair. Okay, let us take this to 5. Padding bottom is at the bottom here, the distance from the div to its margin. Okay, now it's good. Now let us add a height for inputs. Height, let us give 40 pixels. Refresh. Oh, they're very big. Let us give 30 pixels. Refresh. Okay, somehow fair. But also need to add some spacing between labels and the input. So we need to give the margin bottom of for these labels of about let's say 5 pixels. So labels, margin bottom, margin 5 pixels, so that you can have the space between divs and labels. Okay, this is good. Okay, now let's change the first name, surname, password, and confirm password. Let us now add the submit button. So we need to add it over here. So select all this, duplicate way, then remove this label. We don't want label there. But come to the submit button to submit your form. You can even give the name if you want. Let's say submit, or call it register. Refresh. Okay, found this one. But I want to override the width for input box. Okay, go back to, so this input reference all the input, no matter what kind of input. Okay, but I want to reference this div of submit type and give its own width, not 100% as others. Okay, it's very easy. So reference first right panel, and then reference input, and specify the type of input you want to reference. Okay, call it submit of type submit, then give its properties. Let us give width of let's say 100 pixels, height of maybe 35 pixels. Okay, refresh. Okay, and then let us rename this default value here. Instead of submit, let's say we call register. It is easy. Okay, submit and give it the value. These things inside the element input here are called the attributes. Okay, are called the attributes. So type name, all these are called the attributes. So I add the value for value attributes for submit button. Okay, let's say call register. Refresh. Okay, you'll find the register. Okay, but now let us remove this gray color we have here and let us put your own color. Okay, when you go to the GitHub site here, there are nice colors here. Okay, there are nice colors here. Okay, so I want this color here. So how can I get this kind of color? It is very easy. I always use the tool called the GIMP. Okay. It is graphical image manipulation software. It is an open source software for editing images. So you can even use this to grab the color from image. So let us wait for a bit so that it can finish to start. Then I can show you how to pick up the color from image with using color picker. GIMP 2 when it is opening. It takes time because it has a lot of plugins there which must be loaded first before launching the application itself. Okay, so be patient, my friend, and I suggest you to install this on your computer so that you can learn how to manipulate the graphics. Okay, good. So now let me use this tool called snipping tool so that you can grab the color from the screen. Okay, click new. I want to this area here. So I save this image and call pick color from GitHub, GitHub design. Yeah, fine. design. Okay, I'm very tired, my friend, because it is very deep night now. You see, it is 36 minutes past 4. Okay, save. Okay, so now just go back and find the file. Open. Oh, desktop. Pick file form. So if you want to pick this color here, just use color pick and click. You'll find the color here has changed. Color here has changed. So if you want to know that color is FAB, so grab this HTML color annotation, then apply. So once you apply for the form, this form, okay, not form, it is right panel, okay, this right panel. So right panel is it. So I will first do the right panel, okay, this right panel. So apply the background. Apply the background color of this image. Okay, go back and refresh. Okay, so we'll have the nice color, but still we have this yellow color for the yellow color still there. So how do we get rid of that? This is in the right panel, but this we have applied it in the div inside the right panel. So we need to cut this one. Control X and then go here to right panel div, right panel div, and apply there. So that's it takes all the color. The color apply is applied in all right panel div. Okay. Okay. So this is format resource code. Okay. So change now refresh. Okay. For now you have a nice cool the input now sign up page, sign up form for your website. Okay. So far we have created our nice looking gold sign up form, but I want to share with you my codes of this project. There is a simple way of sharing codes in this today's world, and the GitHub is used. GitHub, this is the most popular web application that most developers in the world write their codes and put and push into the GitHub repository. I have done the same thing. Okay, so I have started this Meet community project in my account, and this is called a web share meter. So when you click this one, so you will follow this path called github.com/webshare/meter, and you'll find this meter project. And this is the index.php file that we were working with, and I have uploaded it in 10 minutes ago. Okay, so if you want to download the project, just go to clone or download and then click download zip. Okay, it will be downloaded. After being downloaded, just go to your download folder and follow and you take up your folder. Okay, this one Meet master. So right click and extract it. Okay, after extracting this, you'll find it here, Meet master. Okay, then take this one, and when you go inside this, you'll find index.php and nb project. You may wonder why there are other folders that we have kept. We have image folder, we have css folder and js folder, but they are not found here because those folders are empty. GitHub ignored them when I was pushing to the GitHub. So I expected to see the file, expected to see them back when we will start using them. For example, in next video, we will see how to write our codes in CSS rather than just writing the codes of CSS at the global part of the HTML document. So this is how to share. So after downloading your code, just take the code. For example, this folder is where the project is, and this NB project is very useful if you're using NetBeans. But if you are not using NetBeans, just get rid of this. Just get rid of this. But if you're using NetBeans, it is very useful because it contains project specific NetBeans project specifics. So if you load this and open with NetBeans itself will know this is the NetBeans project and will set up all things for you rather than just starting from scratch to create the new NetBeans project. Okay, so when you're ready, just take this folder and I suggest you name it to Meter then take and put into your HT docs. For instance, I'll take it to Rev C XAMPP 7 HT docs and I'll paste it here. I'll be ready to rock and roll. But I strongly suggest that you should not rely on downloading and testing your code. Download for sake of just confirming of your own design you have done. I want you to write your own codes from scratch through watching videos and asking friends. Then you get you something that is cool, that is built from tips of fingers. Thank you. See you in the next video.